Since I made a video describing things I find to be slightly dumb that are said in the meetings, it's only right that I maybe make a video about a couple things that I think that get said that are wise. So two of them are the idea that we shouldn't judge our insides by the outsides of others, and the other is that feelings aren't facts. And so the first one I think is really astute about human behavior and human nature, in that humans are good at concealing the darker and the sadder and the difficult parts of who they are and what they're going through. And so at any given moment, people can be going through things, but you don't see it. And so that doesn't mean that if you're going through things, that makes you inferior or particularly more stressed or uniquely troubled, let's say. And so I think that's a great little saying that is helpful to people. The other is this distinction between facts and feelings. And I think that really astutely understands how feelings can be blunt instruments, although they are messages. The only criticism, well, one of a couple criticisms I would offer, is that I don't hear enough discussion about how sometimes when we're talking about feelings not being facts, sometimes our feelings are, we're underreacting in terms of emotion. It seems like most of the time we're talking about how we're having disproportionate feelings or exaggerated feelings. And I think it's funny because as NA, like lots of other places in our world, up until very recently, has been so male driven, and a lot of men tend to kind of not really be good with feelings. That kind of joke to myself that I came up with as I was talking through this was that I think a lot of men in particular treat feelings like they treat women, in the sense that they see them as these mysterious forces that you just better be careful and you should tiptoe around. And the idea that you could even understand feelings or understand women seems beyond anything. And so feelings get treated as things that can overreact, but they're not treated as often as these very rich reservoirs of information and insight into what's going on with ourselves and other people. And so those are two wise things I think that get said in the meetings.